Warning of Twilight. The street lamps cast long shadows across the deserted alley, punctuated only by the faint flickering of the buzzing light overhead. Detective Mike O'Hara shivered, not from the biting cold, but from the eerie quiet that filled the night air. Something about this case didn't sit right with him. The missing persons reports were piling up, each one more sinister than the last. Wrapping his leather jacket tighter around himself, Mike glanced around the dimly lit alley, his footsteps echoing softly against the broken pavement. He had a gut feeling that something big was brewing in the city, something dark and twisted. The sudden crack of a branch from behind him sent a shiver down his spine, causing him to whirl around, hand instinctively reaching for his gun. But there was nothing there, just the paper fluttering down from a nearby trash can. Mike frowned, his senses on high alert. The feeling of being watched never left him as he delved deeper into the seedy underbelly of the city, following the twisted trails left by the unknown perpetrator. The first body was found behind a broken-down building, the victim's eyes wide with fear and a strange look of twisted satisfaction on the killer's face. As Mike assessed the crime scene, a chill raced up his spine. There was no rhyme or reason to the killings, no patterns or connections, just a thirst for blood and chaos. "No witnesses, no fingerprints, no leads," muttered his partner, Kate. She had dark circles under her eyes and a haunted look in her gaze. The case was taking its toll on all of them, a shadow that clouded their minds and souls. But Mike refused to give up. He hounded every lead, meticulously piecing together a twisted puzzle of lies, deceit, and madness. As the body count rose, panic gripped the city, a fear that seeped its way into everyone's veins. The killer remained elusive, appearing in the dead of night like a ghost, leaving behind nothing but chaos and despair in their wake. Mike felt his grip on reality slipping, the lines between right and wrong blurring in the darkness that consumed them. One stormy night, the killer made their final move, striking dangerously close to home. Kate, Mike's partner and confidant, was in danger, a pawn in the killer's deadly game. Racing against time, Mike followed the cryptic clues left by the killer, his heart pounding in time with each heavy footfall. In an abandoned warehouse, the game of cat and mouse reached its fever pitch. Shadows danced in the flickering light, the scent of death hanging heavy in the air. The killer emerged from the shadows, their eyes gleaming with a malevolent glee. In that moment, it was clear. The killer was no stranger. They were someone close, someone trusted. The shocking realization washed over Mike as he came face to face with the killer, a person tangled in their own twisted web of darkness and despair. The truth shattered everything Mike knew, but he remained steadfast, driven by a sense of justice that burned bright, even in the face of betrayal and darkness. The sirens wailed in the distance as Mike led Kate out of the dark depths of the warehouse, the first rays of dawn breaking through the storm clouds that hung heavy over the city. And in that fleeting moment of unrealized victory, Mike knew that the shadows would never truly disappear. The darkness within the city would always linger, a warning of twilight that haunted his dreams and whispered of the tangled webs that bound them all.